Hello, Breckinridge County High School learning community. I'm Principal Adam Cox here with you for an informational video here to kind of go over our plans for the start of the school year. We've received some emails asking for a video explaining our plans and what is going on, especially these first 6 weeks when we start off. We have been offering some informational meetings here for some of our students. We have had to cap that because of CDC regulations and just make sure we're staying safe. So we have had some students come in to our building and receive this information. We had a freshman orientation on Monday night and went over some information with our freshmen. So I feel like it's fair and needed to provide this video for our community as well. I know nobody wants to hear me talk for 15 minutes. It's going to be a tough video to watch, so I do apologize for how quick this is, but there's going to be a lot of information to cover, and I will go over that very thoroughly. Please know that you can contact us here at the high school anytime you need to have some more this clarified anymore. You can also email me at adam.cox@brec.kyschools.us, and I will get back with you as soon as I can on that. So, Governor Andy Beshear recommended a couple weeks ago that schools not start until the week of September the 28th. Our Board of Education and school system is going to follow that recommendation. So, the purpose of this video and the purpose of us meeting with students is to kind of make sure we're all on the same page going forward, especially for these first 6 weeks, because this first 6 weeks is very important. Start of a school year is always difficult. When you're in the building. So I can't imagine how difficult this is going to be for us starting remotely. But I want everyone to know, and the students to know, and the parents to know, that the teachers, faculty, and staff here at the high school, especially that I'm going to be talking about, are here for you and your child to make sure all of our young men and women get off to a great start and are successful during this first grading period. So, August the 25th through September 25th. That's the first 5 weeks. That's starting next Tuesday. We will start our remote learning program. Now, 3 weeks ago, we started contacting all of our students and asking them if they wanted to go in person or virtual. This is before the recommendation by our governor. Students that opted to go virtual, we have placed you back in our remote learning, and there's a reason for that. Our remote learning is going to be our teachers teaching via Google Classroom. And it is a great way to get your education here at the high school. It's not the best. Having you in person in that classroom is going to be the best. This is a very close part of that because we can have our teachers there working with you individually. Nothing wrong with the virtual program. That is through a program called Plato, through a company called Edmentum. It is a great program, but it's also designed for our correspondence and credit recovery. So it does not have our teachers teaching our content. So that's why I feel like going over to remote learning is the best way. So for the first 5 weeks, again, that's August 25th through September the 25th, students will be in a remote learning program here at the high school. So every student has 7 periods, 7 classes. They will have 7 Google Classrooms that they will need to log into every day that they're off during these 5 weeks. So every day there will be an assignment of some sort. That could be a lecture. That could be a reading assignment. That could be having a student to do math problems 10 through 31. It could be write a short essay. Whatever it may be, there will be an assignment every single day. Maybe not schoolwork to do and turn in. They might have to sit there and watch a 7-minute video of a lecture of one of their classes, and that would be their assignment for that day. But there will be something for them to do in every single day. Our faculty and staff will be in here Thursday, Friday, and Monday to prepare their Google Classrooms, and the expectations are for them to have something for every student every day to work on. So please encourage all of our students to open up their computer every day and work on it. One other thing you need to know: this is not live, so there will be no live content. The students don't have to wake up at 8 o'clock for that 8 o'clock class. All of our stuff will be recorded and placed on a Google Classroom and for them to work on. So some of you might be sitting there like, Google Classroom, what is this? So we do have some resources on our website and on the district website that will help you navigate through Google Classroom and to see how to utilize that program that can help you out. Also, you can contact us anytime to help you. The next thing to really kind of talk about, since the student will be working on this and watching a video, what if my child doesn't understand this? you said there's going to be a teacher here to help them. So our teachers are available 8 o'clock through 3 o'clock every day. So during that time period will be 8 to 11 and 12 to 3, that 1 hour for lunch there, they will not be available. So 8 to 11, 12 to 3, all of our teachers are going to be available via email, phone, and Google Classroom. Also, on top of that, every teacher for every prep that they may have will have at least 1 hour that they are available via Google Meet. So what that means, on our Google Classroom, there's a link on there that is for a Google Meet area, and that's just an online place where a student can sit at their house, go into this Google Meet. The teacher is sitting in the school, and they're on the Google Meet, and they're able to communicate live via the web. So it is a great place for communication. For I'm not understanding something, can you help me? And the teacher can work with the student and help them be successful in what they're struggling in. We will let you know this. So this is what we're going to work on Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So we will place all teacher office hours on our website in the faculty and staff link there. So you'll be able to know if you have a math teacher and you're having some trouble in Algebra 1, you're able to go to that teacher's name, look up and see when they're available, and that student then can click on that Google Meet link, and that teacher is going to be available on that Google link during that time frame, and you'll be able to communicate with them right there in person. So it's a great resource for everyone. Also, administration and guidance department, we will be here every day, and we'll be available too. So you can call us, email us, whatever you need to do to get in touch with us to make sure your child is successful during this time period, because it's very crucial. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to meet with our students and have this video. The start of the school year is very tough anyway. It is very challenging. It's very difficult. So being online makes that even more challenging. So we want to make sure every student gets off to a good start. We have changed our grading period. So most time you're used to saying the first 9 weeks or second 9 weeks. The first grading period is going to be 6 weeks long. So pretty much this start on August 25th up until August 1st when we're going to be gone for fall break. That little 6 week period there is going to be our first grading period. So essentially the whole time the student's online, and that 1 week we come back here on an AB schedule to kind of prepare for the comeback after fall break will be their first grading period. They'll receive a report card when we get back from fall break. So just kind of mention real quick too, so August 25th through September 25th is going to be 5 weeks of remote learning. That last week, September the 28th through October 1, it's 4 days there right before fall break, our scheduled fall break. Students will be back in the building on an AB schedule, and we'll be kind of just slowly getting ready to start the school year when we get back on October the 12th. October 12th, the plan is for us to go 5 days a week, every student here in this building. So that's kind of where we're at with that. There is going to be also help besides our teachers there to help you. There will be some other help. We will be having tutoring service, and that's going to be via Google Meet. All the students will be receiving this information through their Google Classroom and through their student email. This will be from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and they are able to log on there and see some of our teachers for any help that they may any help that they may need on any assignments they could be working on. So there's going to be some help there for them. Okay, then go on my program here. So grades. So I mentioned grades just a little bit ago, so I want to go over that. Again, the first grading period will be those first 6 weeks, and then they'll receive a report card based on those first 6 weeks. We're doing that for a couple reasons. One, that gives us more time while we're in person, and the grades will be weighted more heavy when students are in person. So we will change our grading calculation for that first grading period, where it's not as highly weighted as what the rest of the year is. So that'll help them out as well, all of our students out. So reliable device. So that's a question that's come up a lot here in the last little bit. I don't have a reliable device. The high school is the only school, I believe, in the district that is not completely one-to-one yet. I think the middle school is right there, either one-to-one or very close, and most of our elementary schools are very close to being one-to-one as well. The high school is not. We've been slowly buying Chromebooks for the last 3 years, and at this point right now we have 490 Chromebooks, which is a little bit over half of our student population. We have 915 students. So we do have devices available, and those are going to be available for pickup on Thursday and Friday from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock school time. We are asking that if you have a device at home, that you utilize that device for these first 5 weeks for us. That way we can help students out there that do not have any devices to utilize. Also, we're asking if you have siblings that you limit the number of devices you have to one. Currently, while we're trying to make it through this. Now, I don't have a problem with you calling us back on Monday and Tuesday after you come and pick your one Chromebook up on Thursday or Friday, and call us on Monday and Tuesday and ask if you have more than one sibling in the household, and ask if there's any Chromebooks still available, and you can more than welcome to come in next week and get a Chromebook. But I would like for Thursday and Friday just to be limited to one per household, and also, if necessary, Chromebooks, please. We've got a lot of individuals out there that need help with this, so let's try to help each other out through this difficult time. Also, would like to thank Brandenburg Telephone. They've got some hotspots out there available in our community. So just so that you know too, if you do not have internet access at home, you are able to come to one of our school grounds. Any school, you're able to get close to the building. You're able to get onto our Wi-Fi. So you can take your device to one of these locations and work on your Google Classroom and your assignments during that time period. You can also, on Google Classroom, you can upload all your things and work offline. So you might have to report to, that does not mean you have to go to Custer Elementary and sit in a car for 3 hours while you do your schoolwork. You can go to Custer Elementary, upload all the assignments that you need for that day. You can then take that home and work offline. That's how Google Classroom works. The other hotspots that I was mentioned that Brandenburg Telephone has out there are going to be at Axtell Campground, Laurel Branch, North Fork Campground, and the Chuck Carter Memorial Field there in Irvington. Those are all great places for you to go if you need to. Okay, next item of business here too, that have questions have come up as we have been having these meetings. One of the questions could be first day paperwork. And right now, there's only going to be one thing that we're going to send home with students virtually, electronically, is going to be contact information. So we're going to want to have updated contact information. That's going to be their first English assignment. So all the students will have an English assignment through their Google Classroom, and that will be first day paperwork on the update their contact information. Rest of the first day paperwork will be handed out once we get back in school in person. That's also really important during this time period. That's something I failed to mention about the first 5 to 6 weeks there as well. We are going to do a great. We're going to work very hard to have every teacher contact every student during this first time. One of the things we ran into in the spring was updated telephone numbers. So please be sure we get that first day paperwork, especially that updated contact information to us, so we have great numbers in order to reach you. Also, it's going to be very important to encourage your young men and young women to check their email. Their school email. That is what a lot of the communication will go through, through their school email during this time period. So please encourage them to work on that. Senior pictures have been another question that's come up a little bit here in the last couple of days. Right now, we're working with Grand Photography on that. Currently, due to COVID-19 and sharing drapes and tuxes, that traditional drape and tux picture is not available. So we are working on some plans for that, and that'll most likely be when students are in session here at the school. But we will communicate that once we find more out about it. Sports, I know there's been some questions as well about our sports. So I know football, volleyball, cross country, soccer, and cheer all have tryouts and start the season for practices on August 24th. That's Monday coming up, and that'll be a limited practice week by the KHAA. 7.5 hours is all that's allowed, and then the next week of August 31st, it'll be a full practice 5 days, the whole week, and there's unlimited amount of time. Please have a KHAA physical if you're wanting to do that, and you can also contact the school if you've got any questions about that. Another thing that's come up, we have been handing out our ID cards once students have been coming to the building. There will be lunch, there'll be breakfast and lunch distributed on Mondays and Wednesdays during this time period. You will need this card in order to get your breakfast and lunch on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's going to be 11:30 to 12:30 at all of our school locations. I'm coming close here to 15 minutes, and that's how much time this video allows me to do. So I will just end by please follow us as much as possible on our website, bchs.brec.kyschools.us. We also post things on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a new program called Send It, and that's an email or text message you'll receive from the school when we deliver information. You can sign up for that on the district website and our school website. And also, you can always contact us here at the high school anytime that you need us, 756-3080, or you can email me personally, adam.cox@breck.kyschools.us. I know that was fast, but I hope